Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're going to take a quick look at mana. Not going to worry about Bitcoin, just based on the simple fact that I don't have a lot of time here today. I want to get a couple of quick analysis here for you. And just to specify, Bitcoin is on the rise, but we need to pass 60,000 and close above on the one-day candlestick to really consider it truly bullish. Okay, so don't get it twisted. It's on the increase, but we're not out of the woods yet. That's all I can say. And if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, thank you so much for joining me here. Of course, I love teaching people how to trade, and that's the whole point of this. I have a trading community designed for that specific purpose. Check that out in your own time. We're looking at the one-day chart here for mana. And what we're going to do is just take a quick look at the pretty obvious stuff here. We're back up over 70 on the RSI, which is great. I love to see that. That could and effectively should work as a support level moving forward. And the reason why is because you see back here, this is a previous all-time high at 495. Same exact line on the RSI right now. Okay, so the price came down to bounce effectively in the last 24 hours, shot straight up, and I think it came back down again. We kind of got this potential doji candlestick, but what I'm getting at is the fact that we should expect to see 498, roughly $5, as work as a support level. Previous all-time highs work as very strong support levels once they were broken. We'll see soon here, of course, that holds, but for the most part, I think we got a good handle on it. So we're looking okay there in that sense. Taking a look at the 4-hour chart, we can see, obviously, there's this little support channel between 480 and 495. Looking good there. The 50-day sub-moving average is working its way up. We could potentially see that intersect with the price action in the next couple of days. TD sequential tells us we got a reset here. We're back on our way down. So what we're hoping for, and this should likely happen, is to see the price kind of continue to fluctuate between 480 and 490, maybe just say $5. So 480 to $5. It should essentially consolidate in that range. That's the expectation just based on its history and the way that it breaks highs, previous highs, and then continues to consolidate at them, right? So that's a good sign. We're looking good here in that sense. I'm not super concerned. I am happy, however, of course, we were able to take profits for our position at five. What was it? It was 592 or something. We just barely hit that today, or 590, I think it was. And again, just to clarify, if you are my patrons and you're wondering how do I set these profit targets, is simply put, I put them just barely below these major Fibonacci retracement levels, and it almost always works out that way. See, some people get greedy and they go right at the level or just above. Never do that. Go right below a Fibonacci retracement level or right below a major resistance level, and you'll almost always get filled. The price will come up there and reject. Happens quite often. So just, again, set a limit order or use the trading bot, of course, Cornix, 3 commas, and just set multiple profit targets that way. But if you set them just below Fibonacci retracement levels and or major resistance levels, those are usually synonymous, that'll get you filled. Anyways, that's how we were able to take all 3 profit targets in just about a week's time. Right? I think we're up over 70, maybe 80% in a short amount of time. That was really, really awesome to be able to see that. And main reason why is just because it has good, healthy continuation. I mean, you look at this, we got all higher lows, right? We haven't established a higher low here yet, but I think that'd probably be right around there. And we got all higher highs. So, very good stuff here for mana. I'm comfortable in saying that I think we should see consolidation close to where it's at presently, between 480 and $5. Looking at the 1 hour, let's see if there's anything else that we can kind of extract here. See if we're still above the cloud. And this kind of gives us that sell signal. So just to kind of clarify, if you're new to the cloud, price being above the cloud, that's bullish, right? That's obvious. So it's been bullish for some time for the most part, right? It's jumped up and down, but when we took entry back here, I think it was right in this range here, we were above the cloud and we had a MACD convergence and everything was looking gravy, right? Went up to our first profit target, consolidated, hit our second, and now our third. But what I'm getting at here is the simple fact that when this lagging span, this green line here, referred to as a lagging span, when that line intersects with the price action, which it did right here about 5 hours ago, that would be a case in point where you should have exited your position or taken your profits, right? And look at that. Coincidentally, it hit our profit target right there and then trailed off. So all good things here from Ichimoku Cloud in the sense of the fact that it did what it was supposed to, and it triggered that turnaround, so to speak, because that's what you want to look for in order to exit or enter your position. Bear in mind, Ichimoku Cloud is a very conservative type of trading technique or tool, rather. So if you're going to use it, just know that you may not maximize your profits, but you'll likely get into a trade when it's moving the direction you want to, and you'll get out when just before it turns around. Because again, you could have taken profits right here and it could shoot to the moon tomorrow, whatever. We don't know that. But the key takeaway here is that if you don't set your profit targets, you'll never reach them, first of all. but the actual Ishimoku cloud has a tendency of telling us those things. So it's basically telling us 5 hours ago we had a sell signal, and coincidentally we got filled right 6 hours ago. So it's an awesome situation. The second thing you want to look for too is when this conversion line goes below the baseline, and it's probably going to do that soon, and just based on the sheer fact of the way that this works. So again, Ishimoku cloud is telling us to get out of our position. I would recommend considering, if you're long-term on mana, all good, right? Maybe consider trimming a little bit or taking some profit, or even just dollar cost average as the price continues to lower. There's no guarantee if $4.80 to $5 will hold as a support level, but as a previous resistance level, previous all-time high, it should establish itself as a new support level moving forward. That's the speculation. So we'll just pay attention to the one-day candlestick, kind of see where it closes and see what's going on. I'll cover this again here tomorrow, but simply put, we're not in bad shape. I don't think mana's just gonna just drop like a rock. I do think worst case scenario, if we do lose $4.80 to $5, we'll see somewhere in the range of maybe $4.46, or absolute worst case scenario, the next major support channel between $3.80 and $3.90. That's an extreme worst case. I think we're more likely to see the price hold and consolidate right in this range. All right, so we'll go ahead and take another look soon. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Happy Thanksgiving if you're in the States, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thank you.